Blog Talk Radio.
Pete Motive here. You're listening to the AC Butch and Lee Elvis radio show. Only at blogtalkradio.com. Lee and Butch. Stay tuned.
I tell you, you blew me away with that intro. Come on, I got to change my underwear now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, thank you.
No joke.
That's a compliment. That's a compliment, baby. Thank you. Thank you.
People, let me do the honors to introduce Mr. Pete Motive, the guy that came in to clean up this act, the guy who's taken over the studio, the one, the only Pete taking over.
Thank you, sir. Okay, today's going to be a fascinating, intriguing, unexpected show. The premise of this show is going to be talking about how things came to be between a few people involved in this circle. And it's about how strange it is to think about how you are connected with people. It could be 50 to 100 years ago, and then you find out today how it actually came to be, how I know Lee, how I met AC, and there's another person that kind of connects this whole thing like glue. We'll get into that at another time, but Lee and AC, tell everybody who's listening about how you guys actually met. Nice.
Let me explain something to you, man. I told some people back then. I'll tell it now. I took a hiatus, not a hyenas hernia, but a hiatus sabbatical for 9 years. But I'm coming back bigger, badder, as bad. That people are going to be in total awe, and it's called shock and awe.
That's what I like to hear.
They're gonna know that Elvis is not dead, but he's alive and still kicking, and
he's kicking hard,
and kicking damn hard, because when I hit that stage, there won't be fireworks. There's going to be explosions and major things happening on that stage, and people are going to stay there in the audience and see thousands, hundreds, thousands, whatever. And their mouths are going to be open from the beginning of the show to the end of the show and saying, what? And just
this is radio.
Say,
you can curse. You can curse too. It's radio.
I'm not going to curse because I'm going to be respectable today. I'm just going to say, they're going to say, this is what they've been waiting for. And I'm not going to step on anyone's blue suede shoes.
I'm not going to force feed anybody what they don't want to hear.
I'm not. I'm not going to badmouth anything or anyone. I'm just going to let it happen. I have a CD in my truck. It's a Harley truck, 2001.
But you got to drive with a helmet.
And yeah. I must have listened to that CD. It's Elvis Live, maybe at least hundreds of times. My wife asked me, why do I listen to that? And it's literally hundreds of times. Why do I listen to that hundreds of times? Why? And I do have literally hundreds of CDs and tapes and records on Elvis. There is something about this one CD that summarizes everything within that CD, from beginning to end. It has every flavor of every facet of his music on that CD. And you've heard it, Pete, and you know what I'm talking about.
You got to sing the whole entire album to me in the truck.
Right. And you know what I'm saying about that CD. Correct.
Hey, I want to add something to that real fast before I forget. This message goes out to like a lot of people of my generation that weren't around for a lot of that music. If anybody gets a chance to actually, anybody who's listening, if you ever get a chance to listen to anything that's Elvis Presley, anything like that of that era, you could really listen and tell how much of that influenced everything that's going on right now today. Am I right?
Pete, that's okay.
Yes.
I got disconnected from the board, but I'm not going to say nothing. People out there, don't get hysterical. Everything's fine, and Lee's back online now, too. There he goes.
All right. See that? Hey, we worked out our first kink in the board here. All right.
Listen, let me tell you something. Along with the thousands and thousands of people that are listening to the show, this is reality. This is the real thing, baby. We don't hide anything. We screw up. We just throw it right in their face.
AC, I'm in my spaceship.
You're in your spaceship. That's why you didn't sing.
Lee, are you telling me you left without us again?
I'm trying to talk to Skinny Amato.
Skinny D'Amato or Amato?
Skinny D'Amato.
D'Amato, okay. I thought you found him skinny.
I'm trying to contact him because I need help.
Well, listen, I heard that Skinny was hanging out with Jerry.
Oh, wait, I'm getting another call in here.
Lady!
Hold on. We got a caller. Hold on.
Okay, let him in.
You're on live with us. Who's calling in? Oh, they dropped.
Well, they dropped.
It was a number. Hey, we got a new caller in. Hey, you know.
That's right. But I think Jerry scared him away.
Wait a minute. Jerry Lewis has been living at Lee's house for the past 5 years, and now he finally wants to get on the radio show. Lee, tell Jerry to talk to us for a little bit.
I was doing the telethon, and all of a sudden they canceled me this Memorial Day. And I got on, and they said they didn't want me to do it this year. I don't understand it. They got Tony Orlando, and he was on for 10 minutes, and that was it. Channel 9, I went on, and I tried to do my shtick, and they said, you're not on this year. And I couldn't even sing my song. What?
Jerry, does it have anything to do with your weight problem?
Well, I've been taking these pills, and it blows you up like a balloon.
I know.
It makes you fill up with water.
Are the pills made out of steak?
I'm trying to get myself.
Last time I saw you a couple of years ago, you looked like that role you played in The Nutty Professor.
Well, I know. I'm trying to get that diet pill back. I'm trying to do the diet. Excuse me?
Jerry.
Yes.
I hate to step over you, but I want your honest opinion. Who was a better Nutty Professor, you or what's his name?
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. Oh,
you see that?
No.
My tongue got all fouled up with bits. I couldn't remember Eddie Murphy, so I said the other guy, and you guys helped me out. Okay, so how do you start yourself up? Eddie Murphy is the Nutty Professor. I have my own opinion.
I don't know. They didn't even ask my permission to do that movie. They didn't even say. He didn't have to say, lady, he didn't say nothing. Hello?
Well, I'm going to give my opinion, and this isn't just because you're on
I'm trying to get booked at the 500 Club in Atlantic City, but they had a fire sale. They had a fire sale.
If the radio listeners are not as entertained as I am right now, then they got a problem because I'm just sitting here enjoying myself listening to this.
I'm trying to get a hold of Dean Martin, my friend, but they also said that he died. I never know who died.
was Skinny D'Amato. You know, he stayed in his house for 2 years after that fire in his bed. When Frank used to come down to visit him, he would come up and they'd play cards right in Skinny's bed. I don't know if you knew that.
I tried to get a hold of Skinny D'Amato, and they said he died too. I don't understand this. I try to get booked. Yes, can I help you?
AC and Jerry, I want to play a song for you guys real quick. Do you guys mind we take a break? I want to play a song for everybody in Radio Land real quick.
Take a break.
Very good. I'm going to take a nap.
Coffee.
Wake me up when it's over.
All right, so I'm going to play this song. We come back, get your coffee ready, your donuts, whatever you want, and
don't take so long because I heard AC sleeps. He snores. He goes.
Yeah. Well, now that's actually on a water. Not going to.
AC actually has to have a minute 43 hot dog break real quick. So we'll do that, and then we'll talk to you guys in a minute and 43.
Very good. Beautiful.
Last time I saw you, and I smiled and told them it's been a day or two. There'll be no way to explain it the way that I do. And my love, you have left me.
That was great. Did everybody enjoy that? Everybody back from their break?
Oh, absolutely.
That was a great.
I'm just coming out of the bed
by myself.
AC, how was your hot dog? Did you get a hot dog this time?
Right now, I had a hot dog like you wouldn't believe. Let me tell you something. Nothing better. But I have something I got to get resolved. And I need some opinions. I mean, I got my own opinion. I never need anybody else's, but I like to hear them sometimes. In my era when I was really in show business at the most, there was two comedians that stood out heads and foot. I don't know, guys like this, I hate to even call them comedians. I don't know what they are. But the two of them that were in a class of their own, like nobody ever hit, they hit the zenith. It was Andrew Dice Clay and Sam Kinison. Very different.
Sam Kinison.
They didn't like each other on top of it all. They only had one thing in common. I love it. Lee, you first. Who did you like better? Kinison?
I like
Okay, who did you like?
I think I heard my I think I blew my ears out. I think I crapped myself. I think I crapped myself.
You want to say hi on the radio? Say hi, radio.
Hi, you radio.
Say hi, Lee.
Hi.
Say hi, AC. Say hi.
Hi.
That was my son. Hold up.
I love Sam Kinison.
Oh my God, that was funny.
Okay, well, you're right in line with me, too. Sam's my number one all-timer. Pete,
You-
you're a
you-
little
you-
young for either one of them. Do you remember them in their prime?
You guys remember the video? The video that Sam Kinison. Hello. Hello.
What
AC.
happened? Did we hit a wall here?
No, hello.
Who's there?
Hello.
Yeah.
She said, hello.
Give it to me. Come on.
It's Tommy.
Play with me. Massage me.
Tommy.
Caress me. Something. Come on. Come on.
What
Bring
is
it
he
on.
doing?
Bring it on.
What's Pete doing?
Hello.
What's Pete doing?
He's having a commentary.
He just went to the bathroom. This is Tommy. This is his landlord, Tommy. Who is this?
I think he's having a
This ain't funny, man. Hello. I came to drop off.
I wish I had
goddamn
you guys'
check.
talent. I could have been a kingmaker.
Anyway, hello. Hold up. Hey, phone. Sorry about that.
Yeah, Pete. What, Tommy? What do you want?
No, Tommy's gone. I had to run to the bathroom. My son was in the bathroom. He called my name, and my landlord was standing out front. I gave him the phone. And he's a character, Tommy. He's a serious character. Well, anyway, he came to drop me off a check. This leads to the next quick story. He came to drop me off a check because Hurricane Irene really, really beat up my home down here in Seaford, New York. And he owes me a lot of money to fix all this stuff, so that's why he's here. He's going to drop me off. Yeah. I got beat up. I lost everything in Hurricane Irene over here in my neighborhood.
Really? And you didn't even say a word. I mean, you didn't even give us a clue.
You know why? Because I wanted to save it for the right time.
Okay, I mean, I hope you weren't out in the street or something. Were you?
Wait, what's that?
I hope you weren't out in the street.
No, we stayed at my son's grandmother's house for the night. But my town got 3 feet of water over the actual canals, and it got 3 feet of water in our homes, and it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. But the moral of the story is no matter how much water, it can destroy all my belongings and all the things that I care about. They're only material things, and I don't care. I still got you guys in my life.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. I'll tell you.
I got my close friends.
I don't get emotional and make an ass of myself. Oh, my God. Okay.
I have a cup of coffee and two great friends to talk to on the internet. And what else do you need? Do you think a hurricane's going to stop me from being happy? Hell no.
No.
That is incredible.
Lee lost his electricity for 100 hours.
Yeah. Every day. It's another. Yeah. It's like almost going on. If you can't count it all, it's like 70
like 100 hours
total.
Yeah. 80 hours, 100 hours.
Yeah, well, I lost mine for 27 hours.
So if anybody out there
27 hours
that's
seemed like
listening,
an eternity.
if they want to donate any drums to the show, go ahead, because mine were destroyed in the hurricane. So go ahead and donate your drums, and we'll be okay.
Wow.
Are you serious? You didn't. Man, you're pulling that. James, cut that crap. He always loves to sing, man.
He's living there too. You got James. You have Jerry
James.
Lewis, James Brown living in your house. It's amazing.
Listen, we got to bring up somebody, a friend.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Mr. Jimmy Faith. And if anybody out there doesn't know that name, then they don't know anything about anything. AC goes a very long way back with a mutual friend of mine and Lee's, and we didn't know this until a couple days ago. And James Faith, is one of the most big-time, production agencies around right now, and it just so happens to be a friend of mine. I'm very close with his daughter, and he was a very close friend of AC's way before I was even born. And he knows Lee through Lee's performing, and he knows all three of us, and we know him, and none of us knew that we all knew each other.
That's
and
kind
now,
of amazing.
Yeah, it's very strange because we're all connected to somebody we never even knew we were connected to, and I don't even know how it came up that we knew James. And so, James, if you listen to the show, just want you to know that you have three different generations of people that you had something to do with in this life, and you're about to have something to do with them again. So,
well, I'll tell you one thing. Now, this is something I know you haven't seen because you really weren't around. Jimmy was, without a doubt, in my opinion, he had the greatest stage presence of any bass player I ever saw. He just had his own style. He didn't jump around or anything like that. But when he was up on stage, the way he held the bass, his posture, his very minute movements, he was he was a ladies' man back then. I mean, he drove the girls crazy. He was quiet, laid back, but always had something to say, was always interesting. He wore fantastic clothes up on stage and looked great. As a matter of fact, he reminded me somewhat of Lee, the way Lee is up on stage. But he was just a bass player, but great. And I took that band. I changed their name to New York Heat. I booked them into Caesars in Atlantic City, and they blew the place away. The people couldn't get enough of them. They never got booked back in Caesars because they caused too much of a disturbance. Forgetting that the lounge was packed, which was right on the casino floor. The people were 10, 15 deep trying to get anywhere near the lounge just to see them. And because of that, they didn't get booked back. They were too good. They were too good. That's my story about how I started with Jimmy.
That's a hell of a story because, I mean, from what I know of Jimmy, I don't know that depth of him. And now that I got to know that, I didn't know that story. And I knew him through his daughter. And then as time went on, I would run into him and see him at the events he did and stuff, and talked and chatted with him. And it's cool to know the history behind how he got to where he is now. It's really cool,
Oh, yeah. Did you ever hear him play bass?
I heard, I didn't hear him like in person, but I heard a couple cuts of a track that he did. A friend of mine had something he was on. This was something, I don't even know what it was. I'm not sure if it was the band he was in, but I heard him play it. He's phenomenal.
Oh, I just wish you could have seen him. I mean, I wish you could have seen him on stage, how good he looked up there.
Lee, what were you saying, Lee? I'm sorry.
Did you know that he started with Hank Lane music?
No, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Hank Lane Music was a major booker in Long Island. Hank Lane had an office in Long Island, and he started with Hank Lane Music.
Okay.
Either Hank Lane or it was King Broder, but I think it was Hank Lane Music that he started with.
Right.
And the truth of the matter, he came a long way.
Well, you know what he's doing? Actually, what he's doing now, I know what one of his current projects is. A friend of mine's band called the Jet Black Heart Attack. They're like a rock and roll kind of band, like an up-to-date kind of band, and he's actually managing them. So that's how I found out what Jimmy was doing now. He's managing bands now too and stuff. So
yeah, I got it on his website. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
He also started the Long Island Music Hall of Fame.
Yes. Yeah, man. He's definitely has a great repertoire of things he's been doing. He's been doing it nonstop. That's the coolest part about his work. It's like he's been nonstop. So cheers to Mr. Faith for keeping all that stuff alive, because it definitely inspires everybody. It inspires me because it keeps me it makes me kind of truck on and keep doing what I'm doing, to see that somebody's been doing it for that long and they're still doing it. So,
well, the thing is that knocking on his door is going to be a lot easier, knowing that once I told Pete, I told Cliff about the high note, one note, whatever it is. What is one note?
It's the high note. Get it right, man.
High note.
You can't.
We got to advertise it. The high note. Going to use the high note as a major building block for this show.
In case anybody out there is listening doesn't know what the high note is. The high note is a place where I currently work. It's an amazing. It's an amazing cabaret, comedy, nightclub / music venue. I'm a chef there. I bartend, and soon enough, I'm going to be managing the joint with the owner, Lenny, and it's going to be the stepping stone for Lee Elvis and Beyond the Beyond and the AC Butch and Lee Elvis show. Everything that we're doing, it's going to help. It's going to help.
We could do a live, actually, eventually, we can do a live tape for the radio show at the place.
Now you can even do a live show via a laptop computer right from the place.
Right,
I got that
that's what we can do that.
Absolutely, man. I could do a show for my kids.
You do a live show right from the place.
Yep.
Which would be exciting, and the owner of the place would benefit from it because it would be live.
Yep. Speaking of that too, if anybody wants to go see a good Motown show, they got a great Motown show coming up too. So everybody go to highnote.com or Facebook High Note and check it out. There's a lot of cool events, and at all those events, I'm going to make sure that we're promoting for this radio show and we're promoting for the Lee Elvis Beyond the Beyond and all the good work that AC Butch is doing out there in Jersey. So
I love Motown. That was my favorite era. I tell you.
They have a lot of great Motown stuff coming up there.
Might have been a quick.
James, as soon as you have to talk about Motown or any kind of black music, he wants to sing. AC, this is ridiculous, man.
That's they control him.
I can't control the black man. You know, they got something hot in their pants.
Okay. Then you live with it. Let it...
And I found out that he actually has knotty hair. He wore a wig.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
And I hate to say it, his pubic hairs were knotty too.
I don't want to ask how you know that, but we'll move on from there. See, that's why people.
What used to happen when I went out on gigs with Lee, usually with a limo, and I used to doze off because I had narcolepsy, and I would start snoring, and my whole body would start to vibrate. And I think ocean was Lee used to lay his head. I mean, he was always wound up. You could picture him back then. Always. The only thing that settled him down is he would lay his head on my stomach in the limo when I dozed off, and the vibration of my body would soothe him, and he would take a little nap.
You know what I think of when I think of Lee? I think of Lee like this is what I hear. I just
That's my father, the Wolfman. See, I do it live. I don't need sound effects.
AC, I think your wife's trying to call in. Hold on a minute.
Okay. Let's go back to the beginning. She don't leave me alone.
She's always there, right on your shoulder. She's always looking over your shoulder.
Unbelievable.
AC, if this show is not a classic, there isn't that one. This is definitely going down as the annals of a classic.
Right, and your parrot didn't even come in yet.
Oh, the parrot? You mean the eagle?
The Eagle.
Speaking of pallets, wait a minute. Speaking of pallets, just want to let everybody know that. I don't know if everybody out there knows this, but I'm a pretty well-renowned chef on the island here. So if there's any places out there that want to put me on the Food Network, feel free because I'm ready for it. I'm ready.
Oh, so he's ready. He's already leaving. AC is leaving us. He's leaving us. Chef Tell is leaving us already.
No, I got to
that was leading me up to my next bit.
Dom DeLuise lookalike is leaving us already.
Pete,
I'm here forever. I am here forever.
Yeah, he wants to be a Chef Tell is going to be the lunatic chef, the next lunatic chef. He'll throw the knife up in the air and it'll end up in his head.
So I know that AC loves. He's a food connoisseur. He loves eating it. He loves eating at different places and reviewing them and doing all kinds of cool stuff.
We got to get him down to the High Note to let him review the food down at the High Note.
That's what I'm talking about. That's it. You got to come. Both of you guys have to come down to Long Island so I could feed the both of you, so you could just be in awe, because I could do some serious damage in the kitchen.
AC is the best.
Hearing about. What I would like to hear, Pete, is number one, what is your favorite food to eat? And number two, what is your favorite food to cook? Because it might be different.
Oh, yeah, no, it is. You're right. My favorite food would probably have to be, I like pizza. I like pizza. I like to eat pizza, Who doesn't like to eat pizza?
Gourmet. Gourmet.
I love pizza. But when it comes to cooking food, I like to cook very traditional Italian style, like with wines and garlic and butter and shallots and, really saute, do a lot of Italian style saute stuff, with nice Francese or Parmesan, Alfredo's, all that good Italian stuff.
Oh, I love Alfredo's. Oh.
Look at him.
So that's
I could die for
salivating.
See, I know. I'm telling you.
Jesus Christ! Stop it already.
I can make one of the best eggplant rollatinis you ever had in your life.
Oh my God! AC. Right now, the way I like that is the eggplant has got to be thin, but not too thin. In other words, but on the thin side, a little on the crispy side. All of the whatchamacallit's got to be out of it. When that's made right, let me tell you something. That's a work of art when it's made right. The most delicious thing you can put in your mouth almost.
The other specialty I got is slow and low barbecuing. So I can make a Southern style pulled pork that you would kill somebody for.
Really?
Ooh. Yeah, I could do.
Oh.
I can make everything fall off the bone good. So.
Off the bone. Okay. Let me tell you.
He's getting excited over there.
Oh my God!
He's willing to take a trip up to Long Island now. I think now that he's hearing all that.
I think so. I think we're going to have to get ourselves a Rolls Royce limo down.
Well, I tell you, I haven't left Atlantic City now in
what?
About 5 years. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm ever leaving Atlantic City again. So I just want to put everybody on warning with that. I mean, there's things I would love to just don't do anymore. So you might have to come and cook. Yeah.
AC. So you think we could bring the food to you?
You never know.
Of course, you're not going to say no to that.
This is something that's up for discussion in the future because we got to figure out something.
Right.
We got to do a review of the High Note, Cliff. AC.
All right. Well, you never know. You see, one thing I've learned in life, and that's never say never. So who knows?
That's exactly right.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
AC.
Gentlemen, listen. Mr. Lee, Mr. AC.
Yes.
Sorry to cut you off. I just want to give you a little heads up. This is show number 6. All right.
Well,
and
that's
AC,
a great number.
Well, AC and Lee, I'm honored. Actually, I want to let everybody out there know that I'm honored. They let me into something that already existed. It was in the works before I ever joined the team. And AC told me that he wanted me to be part of this. I didn't ask any questions. I said yes right off the bat. The marriage was already set in stone, and he gave me the opportunity to be part of like something I believe in my heart that's gonna be a special thing. Like very soon, it's gonna start taking off. And if it wasn't for knowing Lee, I wouldn't know Butch. And if it wasn't for knowing, I think if it wasn't for knowing certain people in my life, it wouldn't have led me up to this scenario right now as we speak. I'm not trying to get all like soft on anybody, but right now in my life, for all the bad things that have happened or could be happening, they can't faze me now that I have 2 other people that I know in fact are going through just as many things as I am. But when we all get together, nothing in the world matters except for the moment we're in it, that second we're in it. So I just want to say cheers to my friends on the radio right now and say thank you for
Chindan.
That's what it is. You see, relationships usually suck, but when a good one comes along, the chemistry can be better than cherry pie. Let me tell you, better than lobster, better than steak, and even better than shrimp. So I think we have something in the making that could really become great. Only time will tell, but it's got a feeling, this chemistry here.
But today is show number 6, and number 6 is a lucky number. So
it is it is a lucky number. I was born October 6th.
Yep. So
born October 6th, and if you put 5-1 together, the year I was born, 51 is 6.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's got to be a great number because it's 1 above 5, and I don't know what that means, but it's got to mean something very special. It really does. 1 above 5. I'll figure it out when I go to.
AC, now that we're about, I'm about to take us off the air, and I want to know what's the last thing you want to say at the last minute we have left. And I'm going to give Lee the same opportunity, but go out with a bang. Give us one last little statement before we get off the air.
Good, AC.
Okay, well, as I was just saying before, I think this is the beginning of a magical event that's coming together, and only time will tell, but it's going to be there. There's no 2 ways about it. And I'm not going to say much more right now because I want it to unfold. I want it to become like a piece of velvet coming over my toes. I want it to become like a snake crawling slowly up the side of my leg, because that feeling can be terrifying, and yet it can be the most amazing thing. So I'm going to end it right there.
That sounds good, AC. What about you, Lee? One last statement before we sign off.
Well, I just feel, after being away from everything for about 9 years, I've done stuff within the 9 years, but I just feel the same way, like it's a tapestry. I've always planned it as a tapestry or a mosaic. And when you have a mosaic, you have the tiles that fit together. And I just feel that the tiles and the tapestry and the painting is being formed into a beautiful picture. And to see this coming together and to see the power of it putting together. When you have a team and you have something working together, it's the most beautiful feeling. It's not like you're doing it yourself. It's forming together as a group. Now that we are a group, we're becoming a group. It's not just AC, Butch, and Lee now. It's AC,
we got the band
Butch,
of the hand right now.
Lee, and Pete, and we're putting together a band. We're putting together a group. I got Pete behind me. I got this, this bass player. And slowly we get the guitar player. It's all coming together. And the whole reality of my whole idea of what I'm looking for the excitement and the dynamics and the thinking of what I'm going to be putting together. If that all gets put together, Pete and AC, there is no telling, and there's no. They always say, in anybody's career, you can live out your dream if you want it, if you really want it. There always is that dream you can always achieve if you really want it. Guess what, guys? Guess what? I really want it. I really want it. I want to go for it because you know what? This is all I ever dreamed of and really wanted in my life. I never gave up. I never turned my back on it. Yes, I sat back and let it, nurture itself, but I never gave up on it. You know what I mean? Just like wine and champagne, everything ages and gets better when it ages. That's how I feel I am now. I'm stronger, I'm better, I'm wiser, and guess what? I'm gonna turn this whole thing around where people are gonna just say, "Holy God!" They're gonna be in for a treat of a lifetime because Elvis is gonna be back with a vengeance. That's all right.
On that note, that's the perfect way to end it. And Elvis is back with a vengeance. So we're gonna close out our show. I want to say thanks to AC and thanks to Lee to filling up 60 minutes of my life with. I feel way more accomplished right now than I did before the show because it gives me purpose, gives me a reason. So next time I'm going to try to schedule our show.
Can I just say one more thing because I used to say, adios until we meet again. God bless.
God bless. Good night, everybody. Good night.
Good night now.
Pete Motive here. You're listening to the AC Butch and Lee Elvis radio show. Only at blogtalkradio.com. Lee and Butch. Stay tuned.